Yeah, welcome back. Now look into the some of the basic tags of HTML. So in that the first one is a comment tag for which we can use open angular brace exclamation mark double hyphen, and for close we use double hyphen close angular brace. So in between these two we are going to be place our comment. So a comment is nothing but a simple text which is understand for programmer. So which is hidden from the interpreter, which means it won't execute or it won't display on the web pages. See here, first page are created by Govardhan. So this is my comment sign. So let us observe, is it display on the web page or not. While we run, it doesn't show the comment symbols. Okay. Then next coming to another tag, say B, which stands for bold. The purpose of bold tag is to display a text in a bold format. So that means it is going to be increase the thickness of a text compared to the normal text. Okay, let us assume here we have a word called first. I would like to be display this word in a bold format. So in such case, so you need to be place the word in a B tag. Okay, see the output of this one. When we observe the word first, which is displayed now bold, which compares to other text, the thickness of this word is increased. Okay. Now coming to the next tag, that is I tag, which stands for italic. So the purpose of I tag is to display the text in a slant mode. Okay. Say here I would like to display the first word in a slant mode. So instead of B, I use I here. Now see the result of this one. The word first is going to be displayed in a slant mode. Okay. Then coming to the next tag, that is U, which stands for underline effect. Okay, so which is going to be display a word with underline effect. Okay, here I am going to be enclose a word first in U tag. Now which is going to be displayed with a underline effect. Okay, then the next tag is strike tag. So if you want to be place any text without with a strike representation, which means a strikeout text, so you can place the word in a strike tag. Okay. Now let us run this one. So observe the text, which is strikeout text. Okay. Then, so if you want to be display any of the word or a line at the center of the page means, which means in the corresponding row. So we use center tag. Okay. So I would like to display. This is my first web page in the center of the page. So for which I am going to be enclose this text in a center tag. Okay. Now let us run this one. If we observe the text which is going to be displayed in the center of the page in the corresponding row. Okay, this is about the center tag. Now the other tags are SUP tag, which stands for superscript, so which is used to display any of the characters in the exponential formats. We can use sup tag. Okay, so for example, I would like to be display x power 4. Okay, so if a power means the 4 is going to be displayed in the exponential format, so there is no normal representation to display a 4 in a powers. So in the HTML you are going to be use sup tag. Now enclose 4 in sup tag, then our interpreter is going to be display 4 in the powers. Okay, similarly we have sup tag is there, which stands for subscript. If you want to be display any of the characters at a base level means, in such cases you are going to be use sup tag. Okay, so let us take a simple example, that is an logarithmic expression. For example, log 10 with base e. There e is going to be displayed at a base level. Okay, so here for which purpose we are going to be use sup tag, which stands for subscript. You can place e here. Okay, and followed by your value. Now observe the output. It is going to be displayed log 10 with base e. Okay, so this is about the sup tag. Then so coming to other tag, that is pre, which stands for pre-formatted text, which stands for pre-formatted text. So the purpose of pre-formatted text is to display the content as it is on the output screen. In which format you are going to be enter in these tags, it is going to be displayed as it is in the output screen. Okay, so before I going to be explain a pre, let me explain a simple example. That is, I would like to be display 2 words, say hello world, in 2 different lines. So for the purpose, I am going to be enter the 2 words in 2 different lines. If you run this one, so which is going to be displayed in a single line only. Okay, so why? Because here for new line purpose we have a separate tag that we called as br. Okay, so without using br, if you want to be printer in this format means you have to be enclose this data in a pre tag. Okay, now let us run this one and observe the output. See here, the hello world is going to be displayed in 2 different lines. Okay, here before the hello and world we have a tab spaces are there, so that's why it is going to be displayed as easily on the output screen. Okay, then heading tags. So these are the tags are used to display any headings. Okay, so generally the default functionality of heading tags is to display the text in a bold format. At the same time, it is going to be display the text in a new line. After displaying the text, it is going to be take the new line. Okay, so these heading tags are vary from H1 to H6. Totally we have 6 heading tags are there, which are from H1 to H6. Okay, the sizes of these heading tags is in a decreasing order. That means the font size is going to be in decreasing order. So let us say h1. So this is heading 1. Okay, so likewise I am going to be take the 6 heading tags here. H2, heading 2, and close H2. H3, heading 3, 4, heading 4, 5. So this is heading 5, and finally H6, heading 6. Now observe the output here. All the heading tags are going to be displayed in a bold format. Okay. At the same time, once it is going to be display a heading text, it automatically takes a new line. Okay. And here totally we have 6 heading tags are there, which are from H1 to H6. These sizes in the decreasing order. Okay, if you observe it, so you can clearly know that the sizes is in decreasing order. Okay, so for heading tags we have an attribute called align, so which tells about the position of the text on the web pages. Okay, for align attribute we have 3 possible values are there. One is left, center, right. The default align value is left. Okay, which means if you want to use align attribute, by defaultly the heading tag is going to be display the text at the left side of our web pages. Okay, see here, for the first heading tag I use align attribute value as left. Okay, then coming to the second one, I use center. I use center here. Now coming to the third one, I use right. Okay. Now let us observe the output here. See, the heading 1 is displayed on left side, and heading 2 is displayed in the center of the page, and heading 3 is going to be displayed at the right side of our web page. So this is about the heading tags. Then next coming to the next tag, that is P tag, which stands for paragraph. So if you want to be display any paragraphs on the web pages, you can use P. Okay. So here is a default paragraph, that is lorem text, so which I would like to be displayed on the web page. Let us see the output for this one. So it is going to be display the paragraph. Okay, so the paragraph is also going to be displayed in a new line, and after printing a paragraph, it automatically takes a new line here. Okay, for paragraph tag we have an attribute called align. So for align attribute we have 4 values. Okay, at a paragraph tag, and align attribute have 4 attributes. So 4 values for the align attribute. So that is left, center, right, and justify. Okay, so the default one is left. Okay, so this is the left paragraph, which means at a same column it is going to be start. Okay, and if you are going to be take the center, which is going to be displayed at the center of our page. Okay, if you take right means so each and every line is going to be started in different positions, but it is going to be ended same column position. Okay, and coming to the last value, that is justifying, so which starts at the same column position and which will ends at the same column position. Okay, so observe the output here. Okay, so this is about paragraph 10. Okay, let's coming to the next attribute, next tag, next basic tag, that is font tag. So here the purpose of font tag is to change the size of a font, or change the color of a font, or change the style of a font. Okay, so generally what are the content that you are going to be display on the web pages, which will be displayed in a red color, that is what is the color we have for the body text attribute, that is the color is going to be taken for all the content present in the body. Okay, so if you want to be change any of the text color in the web pages means, so you can use font tag. Okay, say here I have a simple statement is there, say hello world. I would like to be display a world in a different color. Okay, so for which I would like to be enclose a world in a font tag. Now enclose world in font tag, and if you simply place the word in a font tag means it doesn't change the color, so you have to be use a attribute, say color attribute. Okay, the value of color attribute is either color name or color code. So here I would like to be display a word in a blue color, so I use blue color here. Now run this program. See here our body text is going to be displayed in a red color, so where you want to be change the color of the text, there you are going to be use a font tag to change the color. Okay, at the same time if you want to be increase the size of the text or decrease the size of a particular text means, you can use a font tag with a attribute called size. So for which you can assign two different kinds of values, that is either positive integer or a negative integer. If you use positive integer means which is going to be add to the default font size. Okay, let us assume the default font size is 12 pixels means, so 12 plus 3 15, which means our interpreter is going to be display the word world with a 15 pixels font size. Okay, now let us observe the output here. See, the word world is going to be increases its size. Okay, and similarly the alternate value is a negative value. Whenever you are going to be assign the negative value means it is going to be subtract this value from the default size. Okay, now observe the output. While compare with the default text, that is hello, the word size is in less format. Okay, and at the same time if you want to be change the font style, so for which you have to be use face attribute. Okay, here I use Joker Man as my font style. Let us observe the word is going to be displayed in a Jokerman font family style. Font family. Okay. So these are the basic tags of our HTML. See you in next video. Thank you.